Greetings, everyone, and welcome to episode 42 of Lines on the Page. I am your host, Thomas Price, and I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. Apparently, I had a notification stating that I needed to wear headphones because of some mysterious echo. And as you can obviously tell, I'm at home doing this, so instead of it being at Haven. But before I continue on with anything else, we are going to go straight into quick housekeeping stuff. Haven Comics, located at 1871 Slaughter Road in Madison, Alabama. And please remember to like and subscribe. Every time that you happen to like, subscribe, comment, share our videos, it actually does help us out. It also tells people that, hey, this is what's going on. It also kind of directs traffic inadvertently. So every little bit of that helps. Um, and if you want to figure out where you can find me on social media, you can go to my link tree at tpriceartworks, or you can, if you just happen to be on Facebook or Instagram or the thing that does not know if it's X or Twitter, just type in my handle at tpriceartworks, and that is where you can find me. So, uh, Invincible, Mark Grayson. Um, this has actually been a really, really good show, as much as it has been a really good comic. Now, I will admit, I have not read the entirety of the series. Um, but for those of you who are wanting to get into the series, I will say that we do happen to have several of the Ultimate collections, as well as we do happen to have some of the single trades, and also, we do have the first of the giant omnibuses, and I'm hoping that we get more, considering that season two has just dropped as well. Excuse me. Hmm. And it's been a really good series. I've really enjoyed that it's been decently faithful to the actual comic. I mean, there's been some changes here and there. So wherever um, they decide to go with the whole situation with Langstrom and a few of the other characters is going to be interesting for sure. It looks like we already got some comments. Hey, hey, how you doing? And James was at the 24 hours at a comic shop on Friday nights, and I believe he was broken several times. What I mean by that is James's laugh is very infectious and is hysterical. Um, I'm just glad he was able to breathe in between each moment of that. Um, so, uh, I have never drawn anything regarding Invincible or Mark Grayson himself. I've always wanted to, and just never really thought about it because it's always been an afterthought. I'm usually thinking about whatever else it just happens to be the right here, right now situation with things I need to do art wise. And it's just got to that point where it was just like, you know what? Second season just dropped. Let's do it. So, that being said, I am going to challenge myself just a little bit, and I'm hoping that I can get away with just using one pencil, one pen, and one marker. So I'm hoping I can be able to challenge myself just to use those three things, and well, of course, the an eraser as well. But that being said, let's get straight into it, and blow this up. So I did pull up a couple different things regarding Ryan Otley's artwork. I know that there were technically two artists for the series. It did start off with Corey Walker, and then Corey stopped. I forgot which issue it was before Ryan took over, and Ryan basically drew everything regarding Invincible for about close to 15 years, I think. So was happy to have at least found out that I had one Skybound X sketch cover left, which after I get done with this thing, it will be for sale at Haven Comics. So if you're wanting to go and pick it up there, it'll be there with the rest of my artwork, uh, which other sketch covers, and also my first sketchbook from 2 years ago, uh, Between the Lines, which is basically a compilation of stuff that I've done during the COVID times. Oh man. All right. So, like I said, I did pull up a couple different splash pages, cover pages, whatever, of Invincible, and I'm hoping to do basically him just kind of like flying, coming at you. And I figured that that would be a good way to take this over. I was originally going to do him standing, kind of coming in through the rubble and debris. And I figured I've been doing too much artwork like that, so let's switch it up. And I'm gonna make his head just a little bit bigger. All right, head, ear. Now, when we're doing a pose like this, where the person is kind of flying, coming at you kind of situation, we are going to be doing what's kind of known as force perspective to a degree. It's not much, but there is some force perspective to be involved. But, and some of this can be argued back and forth in terms of um, the whole situation regarding anatomy and style. Um, as long as you can understand how to do the basics of perspective, um, it shouldn't be forsaking uh, basic principles of anatomy. Now, I do know with just from things that I've read regarding the show, which, not really spoiling anything considering that the comic has been around for 15 years, uh, but there are a couple of questionable characters that I'm wondering how they're going to be dealing with certain situations that were written regarding their interaction with Mark. Um, so, not going to get into details because I don't want someone to be commenting, be like, "You spoiled this," blah blah blah. Well, you know what? Sure. Um, so, all right. Before anyone asks, no, I have not seen uh, the first episode of the new season, which actually I'm not even sure if they have uploaded any extra episodes as well. I know that they have uploaded the first episode, but I haven't seen it yet. Um, we'll probably do that after the stream at some point. All right, so uh, when we're dealing with character kind of doing this jump leap sort of situation, um, there is this unwritten rule when it comes to body symmetry and motion that um, you kind of have to have two different limbs together in one way, and then two different limbs going the opposite. So in this case, we've got, and I'm going to put X's and O's so you can figure out what I'm talking about. But so Mark's left arm and right leg are out bent, um, taking up this amount of space, and then his right arm and left leg are going to be down and out going this way. Um, and it's, like I said, it's a unwritten rule when it comes to just, your typical superhero stuff, but it's more so about, um, I guess, it being aesthetically pleasing more than anything else. All right, and there. Hmm. Do, 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 do. I do apologize that I am using such a light pencil. Um, it's just a lot easier to erase things with. And all right, so we've got glove, arm. I think the hardest part about this is going to be the weird pseudo mask thing that he's got. So let's go ahead and get that down. So when we're dealing with stuff like goggles, glasses, monocles, things of the like, always, 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 always be sure to figure out where the eyes are. Too many people, and it's the same thing with hats, which depending on the type of hat, it can definitely be a bit difficult, but does not mean make shortcuts. It just leads to bad errors that end up in print, and then people are going to hold that over you for decades. Like 2 left feet. Or 6 fingers. All right, so I got this being the top part of that ear is out. So Mark's eyes are going to be here and here. And we've got the nose. And you know what? Let's have him smiling. I think I've seen too much art of him getting beat up and stuff like that, so let's make him happy. All right, so trying to get the smile. All right. So his goggles basically don't really see any actual eye or any part of the eye, I should say. So you don't have to worry about that. And I'm actually kind of wondering if that was a conscious decision or not. Um, when Corey was doing all the concept design for Invincible. And how far back does that go? Okay, so it does. Sorry, it sounds like I'm talking to myself, but in reality, I'm trying to figure out the logo as to how far back it goes around his back. Then looks like the plug part of that goes around here. All right. So I know that the blue and black suit doesn't um, cut off at the fingers. It's actually a full glove. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not looking at something that isn't accurate to the suit design. And okay. The other thing I'm trying to make sure is that Ryan goes back and forth between like normal boots with the yellow and blue suit and these really weird knee pad things that Corey originally drew for the character. gosh, this is like the hardest part. Trying to figure out this knee pad situation. Alright. Let's see. I highly doubt that either Corey or Ryan are going to be watching this, but why did you make this choice for for the shoes? I can understand normal boots, but not a fan of this particular design choice. All right. All right. All right. So got that, and let me get back at this board, and let's create some speed lines. Just get the idea down. Having a hard time trying to see. This must be one that's like the get old. don't know. I might not do those few lines, but do want to give off the effect that he's blasting off. So I'm going to erase this. Okay, I think that will work, and we're just going to go straight into inking. So right now, I know I've been silent for just a little bit. I'm just trying to remember how I want to do, I guess, the blocking of basic shapes and where I want to drop the shadows, which technically, if I was being smart, I would have done that during um, the pencil phase. So I'm trying to think decisively about what it is that I'm doing. I think that will do it. So right now I'm just going to focus on the rest of the shapes with the hair. And I'll make sure I don't forget this part. And then we'll be dropping in the shadows for the muscles and all that later effect, and should be done for the night after that's completed. Let's see. I think I will play it safe. And I'm probably going to leave these lateral muscles, or I believe its technical term is lateris anterior, but these ribcage muscles that Mark would usually be shown having, probably just going to leave that in shadow. So X that out. Yes, this, and that. And then we're going to have so that will be blacked out, and then The best part is that I've got white ink with me, so I can make any extra corrections that I need to. I'm just trying to go with my gut on certain decisions. All right, that makes sense. So, you'll Sharpie. I didn't notice Invincible said a great job on Firestorm. Uh, Thank you. um, it's actually a character I never really think about, for being perfectly honest. I know that there's a lot of, surprisingly enough, a lot of Firestorm um, fans that are out there. Right? He was never really a DC character that I just straight up said I've got to collect all their issues. So I've been thinking about the direction of this particular series, and I've also noticed that we are eight away, or sorry, 8 episodes away from hitting the 50 mark, which I am hoping to do something special for it. I'm just unsure as to what. And could definitely play it safe uh, with giveaways. Can definitely do that. Not against it. Um, if you are expecting me to do something completely off the cuff, like shave my beard live, it's probably not going to happen. And before anyone asks, yes, there is a chin underneath all of this and a jawline. But if we're being honest, chat, I really don't know. Don't know what to do. Uh, Before I forget, this week I will be finally posting the ending for, or at least part of the ending for Requiem and Reverie. I know you guys have been patient, which I'm hoping that's the word. Uh, it's been a little bit difficult trying to juggle so many hats and things regarding everything that I've got to do. But I will be posting that ending. Um, this has been going on for a while now with Facebook and or trying to cross post things between Facebook and Instagram that you can only do so much. Hmm. Trying to decide. Okay, so I think I need to fix this part right here real quick. So I am going to have to use white ink, unfortunately. I was hoping to get away with just using a few things here and there, but sadly that's not in the cards. Hmm. All right. And I'm going to let that dry before I fix that up. Completely unrelated to anything regarding art. Um, I have been watching old TV shows, or at least trying to find something that I've never heard of. And apparently, there is a TV show in the 80s that Bruce Willis apparently was in for like 5 seasons called Moonlighting. And I'm actually having a lot of fun watching it. But the whole premise of the show is that Sybil Shepherd is this millionaire model of sorts, and apparently all of her money ends up kind of getting stolen by this business firm. I guess they noticed that they were about to get audited or something like that, and so they ran off with all of her liquid assets. And she's trying to figure out what to do, and it's basically having to go through, just a couple different legal scenarios of sorts. And one of the things is that apparently she had within some tax write-offs, apparently owned a plot of land that had a bunch of businesses in it, and one of them is a private investigator agency, which Bruce Willis apparently is the guy who owns that office, and so he kind of puts him on the rope per se, in which she, well, the two of them kind of have a case fall into their lap, and she gets drawn into the whole situation of I guess the allure of being able to solve a case. And the humor's actually kind of spot on. I enjoy it for what it is. Might not be for everyone, but that's totally fine. Um, oh man, it's hard for me to not use all my other pens, so I'm gonna have to pull these things out. God, this is the thing I hate about these challenges, is that once you get so used to using everything in your arsenal, it's hard to scale down sometimes. One of these days I'll get the angle of this correctly. In fact, think, think. No, I think it's where it needs to be. All right. God, this is going to drive me nuts. It's these things. They're driving me nuts so much. All right. There we go. All right. So there we have it. We have Invincible leaping to action, smile on his face, with all of his teeth in. If you know, you know. And of course, like always, sign your name. Excuse me. Man, some reason, it has been very, very, very difficult with drinking Sprite. There's something about Sprite that makes a person want to burp, so I do apologize about that. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, uh, thank you guys again for being in frame. One of these days I'll get all this stuff right. Uh, thank you guys again for coming out and spending your Sunday night watching this. Uh, as you obviously can't tell, this is my very first time ever drawing Invincible. I think it came out decently okay for the hour and 15 minutes of just trying to plot this out on paper. So, yes, as I said before, if you are interested in wanting to read Invincible, we do happen to have uh, the Ultimate Collection. If there's a specific volume of the Ultimate Collection that we don't have, don't worry. We can order that for you. That's not an issue whatsoever. We also have the single trades, and we also have volume one of the omnibus, which, if I remember correctly, is discounted right now to whatever price that's at. So, that being said, um, if you are interested, we definitely got that for you. We can hook you up. So, don't fret. If you have not watched Invincible, definitely do so. If you are not 18 years old or older, probably need your parents' permission before watching it. Um, it is not for little kids. We'll just put it that way. Um, thank you guys again. And before we end off the show, Haven Comics, located at 1871 Slaughter Road, Suite F in Madison, Alabama. And please remember to like and subscribe. And for those of you who, during Friday and Saturday, that have donated for um, Kids to Love, thank you so much. Every bit of your cast donations helped us out immensely. I'm not sure exactly if we had a specific goal that we were shooting for or not. I'm pretty sure Josh will fill all of us in on that come the Thursday night show at Shop Talk, which, by the way, if you are not watching Shop Talk on Thursday nights, why aren't you? I'm just saying, it's a great show. I will admit, I am typically behind and trying to catch up with everything going on, but I at least try to take time out of my day to sit down and watch it. So, that being said, if you don't know what Shop Talk is, the owner, Josh Olive, and one of our volunteers, Alan Breedlove, they get together, they wax poetic on anything and everything that's going on within the comic world. Some really great interviews with a lot of great people in the creative industry so far. And that's seasoned veterans to newer people that are involved in it. So definitely check that out on our YouTube page or on our Facebook page. And if you're trying to figure out where you can find me on social media, you can find me at Linktree at tpriceartworks, which is my handle. You can go and find me there. And all that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you later. Bye.